Okay, we're live, everybody. Let us know if you can hear us loud and clear. I've got my beautiful friend Ann Ellis here. This is her channel. Please mark it down so that you can check her out because I'm here to support my friends when I come out live. So, guys, please let us know you can hear us clearly. And you know the rules. The rules are anybody who wants a private message or, a simple little private message, you have to go to that little dollar sign there and leave a super chat because this is Super Chat Sunday and it has to be a minimum of $5. So thank you for your generosity. And we will be giving out, hi, Earl, giving out, a couple of cards. Usually we give out 3 cards when we, just to the chat room. And you guys know that. You can hear me great. Hi, Anne Marie. Thank you so much. So my beautiful friend, Ann Ellis, is here. And we always love to work together. I always think that her and I are kind of like sisters. I'm the older one, though, of course. But we almost have the same haircut. We both wear glasses. We almost are the same frame. I think I'm a couple of heads taller than her. I don't know. I'm 5'7". How tall are you, Anne?
5'6".
Oh, well, we're pretty close in height.
Pretty close.
I always thought you were this little tiny 5'4" too. I don't know why. It's funny how we perceive people, right? And I'm tall and willowy, and it's funny. I was at church today and this little 90-year-old lady turned to me and she said, how do you stay so slim? And she was watching me eating cookies and cakes and tarts and, and I said, I don't know. My mother used to say to my brothers that had a weight problem, here comes your skinny sister, the milkman's kid. And I started to think, maybe I am different than them. Why am I skinny? And they're always on diets. I eat anything I want. I've never had to diet in my life. I don't know. I guess I just burn it off. It's that, as they say, nervous energy. I never quit. I never sit. But when I finally go to bed, I get up at the crack of dawn and I run hard. But after 8 o'clock, I can't wait. I want my pajamas on. If it's dark in the winter, my pajamas on. Of course, it's the summer. I wait until it gets dark. It's 9 o'clock, right? And I've always been married to men that are night hawks. They're up like 3. I get up to visit the bathroom at 3:30 in the morning, and they're still watching TV. And I'm saying, come on, it's time to go to bed. Like, geesh, but I don't have a nap. They always had a nap. It was like routine. And I have a nap. My God, you're going to have a nap when you're not here anymore. A dirt nap. I said, I'm going to live every minute I can during the daylight, right? But they need it. So that's the difference in people. Opposites attract, eh? So listen, guys, we've got I want to thank everybody for being here. I've got Anne Marie. I've got Hale, Ellen Cousins. Hi, Ellen. Doug, Tammy, Vicky Licious, Earl, Mary Kath, and Snow Wolf. So this is wonderful. So we just want to get gabbing. It's that we're going to start doing cards. Don't get me wrong, you guys. If you want a private reading, you know what you have to do. But we've got 8 in the room, so we're just going to chat a bit. We had an interesting thing happen yesterday. Anne and I was on a Zoom meeting, and you've probably heard of Minnow Pond, Chris Reck. I have followed him forever, and he's also a Pisces. And I get his email, his weekly news week, and I've signed up to that. And he's really interesting, guys. If you haven't seen him, you got to go watch him. I watched him. He went out 8 years ago, like me. I watched him go from 400 subscribers to over 800 and some odd thousand subscribers. This guy has it made. And he's good. I mean, he's really good. And he doesn't do private readings, though. He's too busy. He's just too busy shooting out videos and, marketing himself. And he's very good at it. Well, I had a Zoom meeting with him, which was a Q&A. So I signed up. Little did I know, Anne was in the room too. And we were allowed to shoot out questions to him. And I wanted to know, I said I'd had a slap on the hand from a copyright for music. And ever since then, YouTube has not generated traffic to my channels. I mean, I used to get hundreds and hundreds and hits on my zodiac signs, and I'm lucky if I can hit 100 now, right? But my Pisces, everything is great. So, and I'm still going to do my regular zodiac signs. And so I wanted advice. And I said, and he said, oh crap, you got a copyright. He said, that sucks. And I went, yeah. He says, well, he pulled me up. Right on his screen, you could see Brenda Taro and all my videos, and my face as large as life. And he said, okay. And he critiqued me, which was wonderful. And he said, your videos. Now you tell me, guys, I need to hear your opinion on this. My videos are anywhere from 9, 10, 12 minutes long. They used to be 20 minutes long. And Anne Marie, you followed me forever. Mary Kath, a lot of you have seen my videos. And when they did this copyright to me, I thought, why am I killing myself? 20-minute long readings when I'm not getting the hits on them. So I spoke to Spirit, and Spirit says, check out what you get the most hits on. And that was Pisces. So I had that extra addition to my channel. So I dropped them. We have to have a minimum of 8 minutes. All videos, if you're going to get monetized, you need them 8 minutes long or more. So I'm shooting out, at least 12 a week or more. And he said to me, Brenda, he said, you need to make your videos 20 minutes long. And I had looked at this. I had researched it. What is best, shorter, longer? Am I boring people? Because I'm a girl who cannot sit, and Anne Marie will tell you this because she's recommended a few great readers to me, and they are great, but I can't sit and watch somebody for an hour. You lose me. You lose me because I'm the type of girl that's like da 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 da, and you get your message, right? But I used to do them for 20 minutes, which meant you got a lot more cards in your reading. So I need to hear from you guys because you are who I'm here to support and to help and to please. You're my clients. You're my viewers. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go back to making them at least 20 minutes long, but you're going to get more cards. Now, if you see Chris's, I used to do a spread very similar to his, but he has a lot more oracle messages. I just do, one for each row or whatever. He's got like a lot, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I don't know, plus all his cards. And then he does his verification cards as well. So I need to hear from you guys what you think, because as of this coming week, I'm going to be doing them 20 minutes and you'll get more cards. So let me know, leave your comments. I love hearing from you and we'll see how things go. But he did critique me and it was a wonderful, amazing plug. And Anne, she says she was in the room and saw it. Tell them, Anne.
I was in the room listening to all this lovely help and information from this Chris Reck, amazing tarot reader, sitting here with my little notepad making notes. And the next thing I know, he said, hello, Brenda, from Brenda Taro. And I thought, that's Brenda. I know Brenda. So I listened to what he said to Brenda. And it wasn't long before the end of the meeting. And I thought, I will ask a question. I think I'll send one. Why I thought it wouldn't work from England, I don't know. But I just
I didn't think he'd pay attention to me because
I thought it's too far to go. I don't know what was going on. Anyway,
going 100 miles an hour, he'll never see me. I'll get lost in it, right?
Yeah, which is what I thought. So I typed in a little question: how can I get more subscribers? How can I get more views to my little films? And does putting a subtitle on, which I do every week, so everybody can read it if they can't hear it. Does that make a positive difference or a negative difference, whatever? What did you send it off? And I thought, well, it's nearly the end. He's about to finish off. And then to my absolute delight, we've got an Ellis. And he pulled my channel up. And he gave me some very helpful and very constructive advice on what I could do to improve. I've got some homework now. He gave me some little bits of homework, which I'm really happy with.
Yeah. You know what? Anybody who has his marketing expertise and has succeeded and excelled as quick as he did. Now he does affirmations. He does the law of attraction. He is a big one for scripting. He's a whole issue on that, where you write down, everybody, you need to hear this. You need to hear what you want. You need to believe it's already here. And for a lot of us, that's hard to imagine. Okay. I mean, you're not going to wish for $1 billion because that's not going to happen tomorrow, but something that you want, if it's improvement in your business, your health, your relationships, if there's some situation in your life that you so want to see come to fruition, well, you write it down and you say, thank you for all the subscribers. I'll give an example. Thank you for all the subscribers that are clicking the subscribe button and the bell button on my channel. So what you're doing is you're imagining it's already happened. You're visualizing it with the third eye that's already there. I'll tell you something. I go back and I look at my analytics and it's like, holy crap, I got 50 more subscribers. When did that happen? Right. So he attributes all of his success to that. And now it's hard for you to get into that mindset. He follows a lot of people he mentors as well, who teach and preach and convey this information to people on the law of attraction and how to do that. So it's us finding the time, right? Number one, he's single. He's very busy. He's not married. He doesn't have kids. This is his life. We have other distractions, right? So it's a matter of every morning you get up, because I do my healing list. Every morning you get up, it's like, okay, I'm going to write out 5 things or 4 things or whatever. And things like that. And it does happen. It does happen. So he escalated. He's got like 800 and some odd thousand subscribers now, right? He's just, I know he's working towards that $1 million magic number. I'm happy if I ever get to 100,000, because you get that lovely silver plaque behind it to show everybody.
Yeah,
but 100,000. Holy crap, I got a plaque. Isn't that ridiculous? What we want, what we perceive. But you know what? I feel so grateful, to have what I have. And the big thing is the people that are watching you, because only 50% of people who actually follow you will hit that subscribe button and the bell. They love you. They find you. I don't know how they find us every week, but they must write down our name and they go in. Well, why go through that trouble? If you subscribe and click the bell, all of a sudden you want to go into tarot. Boom. There's Ann Ellis. Boom. There's Brenda. If you follow us, right? And also when we go live, you're going to get notified. Like most of you guys here get notified when we're going to go live. So you don't miss us, right? So it's so important that you guys do that. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. You can unsubscribe if you get sick of watching us, with the case is, right? And I tell people that it's just a click and a click. And guess what?
Yeah.
You made my day. You made it all worth it for everything that we do out here. And your comments and those thumbs up. I didn't realize till a couple of years ago how important the thumbs up are. Because again, that little algorithm says, hey, Anne-Marie Studdard liked that video. Okay, whatever the sign is, she's Cancer, like that Cancer. Well, we're going to send her more Cancer videos, or we're going to send her this message of Brenda being out there, right? So that's how this works. Yeah, Anne-Marie says he's excellent. He's excellent, and he has other businesses too. Yes, he does. He works his videos by trial and error, always trying different things. Absolutely, he does. For sure. He's phenomenal. And he's just so bright. But he talked about, he had something like 3 years. He was in a major slump. He didn't know what he was going to do. He didn't know what direction he was going in. Things weren't working out. And then he made this shift on how he perceived his future. And I mean, you hear me guys all the time. What we think, we become, we attract. So you want to think negative crap, like, oh, my day's crap, my dog died and my pickup truck fell apart or whatever. You're going to see all this horrible bad luck come towards you. It's just the way the universe works. But if you look at things and say, I'm so grateful for this, or this is a great day and it's raining out, but you know what? It's raining out. It gives me time to stay in and do things. We have to take a negative and make a positive out of it in order to get that. And Anne will tell you, because Anne believes and works with the angels directly. So she absolutely knows this. She lives her life by this. And her and I connected so well because when I started out, all I used was the angel cards. Number one, because it was easy. I was an intuitive reader, guys. I read people on another platform. I would pay for readings. And then as soon as I got in their room, I started reading them and they went, who are you? How do you know this? And I'm a medium too, right? So they'd say, who do you work for? And I'd say, I don't work for anybody. And they said, well, where's your cards? I said, what cards? I didn't even know how to read tarot cards, right? So 8 years ago, I had to learn tarot. And I thought, how am I going to know the meanings of these 78 cards? And, blah, 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 blah. And then one of them said to me, Brenda, you just need to throw the cards away. Quit worrying about them. And never mind the angel cards, because the angel cards by Doreen Virtue had writing on them. So you could begin by cheating, right? You knew, and that's how you learned what that court card meant, what that message meant. So for years, first couple of years, I used the angel tarot, and I always even used them as a base layer because I believed that spirit was guiding me. right? And you'll see throughout my videos, they are different now. I'm using traditional tarot and that, because that is what people get used to. But Anne's deck is amazing. Her decks that she has out there, and she's softened them up. I love how she's taken the swords and called them pencils. She doesn't want this. She doesn't want an aggressive weapon, but a pencil is a weapon in itself, right? It's amazing what we can do with that pencil. So think about it that way too. So she's got this amazing decks, and that's another thing. She's selling them. They're on her site, but she's also got a virtual site now where you can upload them to your iPhones, and you can hit a button and it shuffles them, and you can always have them with you. You don't have to have them physically. You know, you don't have to be carrying a deck of cards around with you. You can do this. So, which I think is fascinating.
Yeah.
I've talked about that before. Yeah, but there's new people here that don't know that. So we do have 14 people in the room now. And
fantastic.
Yeah, I've been yakking my head off here. So I want to put something up here for my Anne. Here we go. So you know me, you guys, you know where I am to find me. It's my channel, but I want you to keep this in mind. This is Anne's her website her channel on YouTube here, where you can follow her too. Because guys, I want to get my beautiful friend up to 1,000 subscribers. Where are you now, Anne? 450, 480?
548. I think okay. that was last week. So yes,
amazing.
Nicely getting there.
And she says whenever she goes live with me, she gets a few more. So we're trying to escalate her. I believe we rise by lifting others, and there's always enough. We want to help our friends. So I want to see her reach that 1,000 subscriber mark, so she can actually apply for one of these AdSense accounts where she can have the super chat button below her channel when she goes live, and she'll probably have me out for a guest. So
you'll be my guest. That would be lovely.
You can still have me a guest now, whether you got that or not, because if I can help you in any way, and my people want to come over and watch it with me, I think that's what matters, right? So we've got Charlie here. And we've got Lisa TB here as well. So I've got these names down here, but we got Elaine, and she's given us a super chat. Thank you, Elaine. So I know all this about her but she's telling me. I live in an Airbnb where I can stay till April. Another one is available till June in a city. I found a temporary job. Should I take it in January? Okay, available till June. Another one is available till June. Okay, you've lost me. You can stay there till April, but there's another one that's available till June. So should you take the one that's available, leave now in April, May, June? That only gives you 2 months there, right? Should I take it in January? So you've got 3 dates here, sweetheart. You've got April, where you can stay now, where you are now. Another one that you're not in, that's good till June, in the city where you found a temporary job. Should I take it in January? So you would get out of where you're staying now. Can you break that lease, Elaine, in January rather than wait till April and move on to the city? Is that what you're saying? So leave me that little message, yes or no, or leave me something here, because I'm a little confused because of the 3 dates. Okay. So another one is available till June in a city. I found a temporary job. Should I take it in January? Okay, so you're wanting to know if you're going to, you break your B&B lease and you go to the city in January. Lisa, sweetheart, you have to do what Elaine did here. You have to go down and hit that money button, and that's a super chat. Minimum of $5 to ask that question, and then we will definitely pull a reading on you. Okay. Oh, I live in Bristol City. Should I take a new Airbnb in Paris City? Yeah, but are you saying should you take it in January rather than April? Right? So that's what I need to know. Are you wanting us to answer, should you take it in January, not when your lease is due? Okay. So Paris City is where Paros, I don't know. I'm probably not saying it right. She's in France. I'm crucifying the language, and I shouldn't. My husband's French. So she wants to know if she should take that job. Okay. All right. Let's see what Spirit's saying here. Yes, in January. Okay, sweetheart. That's what I thought you meant, but I wanted to be 100% clear on that. So I'm going to turn this light on so I can see my desk better. I don't look too good, but that's fine. All right, let's see what we got here for you. So thanks, guys, for listening to me gab here. But it was, but Anne and I were so excited about what happened yesterday. We were on cloud 9, and we've been just grinning about it from, all day. Okay. You know what? This is almost like a gift in disguise, Ellen. This came up kind of suddenly, this job, I can see. And you were feeling as though you were in a slump. You were feeling as though you were missing out on an opportunity. Like, when the heck is this ever going to settle for me? Right. Well, I can see now that this is going to be like a blessing in disguise, because you have that four of, well, you're not going to see it. Trust me. You have that 4 of cups, which is, that card that says you're feeling down and you're feeling as though you're missing out on something, but you have to keep your eyes open, and you've done that. This is almost like something that was meant to happen, because you got the 3 of cups, and that's the card of celebration. Okay. This was meant to happen, and you need to be happy about it. All you want is the comforts of this 9 of Pentacles, and you're going to get it. Okay. Also, don't get discouraged or hold off on this entrepreneurship and being self-employed, because you and I have talked about that. I know you want to get into that. You're developing some beautiful skincare products and things like that. Keep working on that, because this is a card, when the 9 of Pentacles shows up, it's that card of success, and often in self-employment. Okay. So keep that on the back burner, because I know that's your passion. Hierophant, again, blessing from the divine, getting involved, tapping into spiritualism, speaking to your angels, speaking to the powers that be, and tapping into higher self is what, again, is moving you forward. And I know you're that kind of person. Ace of Cups, you're going to love this. Okay. I think that this is a very, very good move. The warning they're giving me, though, is they're saying be selective, be very selective of where you're moving, the location, and also the B&B, or where you're going to be dwelling. They're telling me that they've seen all these moves with you, and they want you to be comfortable and happy. I know money, it's important that you get something that isn't too expensive. I keep it on the back burner, but I need to earn money. Exactly. Okay. So they're telling me be selective about the place you're going to be moving. And I know you're going to be considering the amount of the rent you're going to be paying. Okay. I'm seeing a place, Elaine, that's going to be fairly small. Okay. It's almost like, how can I put it? Like having a studio apartment, in reference to what maybe you've been in. But you're going to be okay with that, as long as it's yours and yours exclusively. You don't have a roommate or anything. I think you're going to be happy. Also, they're showing me you're going to have laundry. You'll have access to doing laundry in your unit, which is kind of nice, especially if your unit's small. You also have the 9 of Cups. Okay, wishes fulfilled. It comes in as well. You have the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. So this is, basically you're going to see this come to fruition. Your answer to this, I would say, is 1, 2, 3, 4 yeses out of 5 cards. Okay, which tells me yes. Get on the bandwagon and get moving towards January. Queen of Cups, you need to do this, because what you nurture, you're going to see grow. And this is about you, you taking care of business for you right now. You're moving on. There you go. You've got that 8 of Swords. This is going to be a better move and a better location for you. Okay. Coming in again, you've got the Sun, best card in the deck. Yeah, you're going to be happy with this. Definitely going to be happy with it. Final card, lots of choices and decisions you're going to have to make. Okay. I think that you're going to, I know that you've been, excuse me, probably doing the research on relocating and finding a place to live and getting this job. Even though it's a temporary job, you need the money now. I would grab it. Okay. I wouldn't be afraid to do that. There is a laundrette up on the ground floor. I see laundry. I see you having access to it. Okay. That's good. Which is important. Nobody wants to drag their laundry out. So, it's smaller than the one by the harbor. Yes. Okay. So you're confirming everything I'm saying. So thank you. Spirit's telling me this. They're not in the cards. Spirit told me that. So this is a good move for you. I mean, you're taking care of business. You've got the 9 of Cups. You've got the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. And you're moving on. And I really believe with the Ace of Cups, you're going to love this. It's going to be something that you truly, truly love to do. Get ready to be happy. Okay. That celebration card's coming up. Definitely moving on, and it's going to be a better direction for you to go. Okay. You're leaving this situation, which you really are not happy with, and you're going to find that things are going to work out for you. Okay. So January, absolutely. The sooner the better you can get out of there. As long, I mean, you know what you're going to get. I don't know, what they're going to charge you to get out of that lease early, but definitely it's a yes for me for January. Okay, Anne.
Right. Thank you, Helene. Now, it's so interesting because the first card I pulled for you here is the Knight of Pencils, and this is the card of choices. And the card here says good choice and poor choice. So our lovely little angel here on the motorbike, she can either go on this little main road, well marked, safe, or she can struggle along this bumpy track. So choices need taking with care. I really feel you need to get all your information in front of you and then decide. Just make sure that you're going to make a valid and really well thought out choice. You want to be taking this main road here, not the bumpy track. The ego card comes up next, and this is about leaving behind anything that's weighing you down and holding you back. So stress, fear, anger, self-sabotage. Time to be focusing on these much lighter qualities of self-confidence, optimism, and self-belief. And the final card I pulled for you, I just pulled 3, was the Strength card. Now, this is all about you being assertive. And it's absolutely fine to do that as long as you do it with kindness. So what I get from these 3 cards is you really need to choose carefully, but you need to be asking yourself and making sure when you make these choices that your needs are first in the queue. And it's absolutely okay to say, this is what I would like, this is what I would need. Can you help me with that, please? So I do feel like, yes, there can be a movement forward, but you need to be doing it in a very balanced way, taking that confidence and going for it, but you need to be assertive as well and standing up and speaking out as to what will work well for you. Now, just as Brenda was talking, I pulled the top card off my Time to Shine deck. And there it is, the 8 of Emotion. It's about you moving forward. So that wasn't the deck that I shuffled for you, but I just pulled the top card and there it was. So choose carefully, leave behind what isn't working, focus on where you want to go, and be assertive enough and have the self-confidence to make sure you ask all the right questions and the things that you are going to tick all your boxes, make sure you've got those in a row and you ask about them before you go. So I hope that's helpful.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ellen. She's leaving. There is, okay, what is she saying here? So, I have no choice. It is the only flat available in that city at that price. I mean, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. You've confirmed everything else. Hi, Damara. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in and seeing me. Yeah, perfect. I got to get your name in here. Okay. We have, and I said I was going to do Mr. Maurice first, but I can't. Big, how do we say this? Big Mac. Okay. Big Bob. Can I have a card reading, please? Okay. So I would assume that this is a general reading, and we can pull the energy on what, I always say what you need to see, know, and expect. Okay. So we'll definitely pull cards on you and see what we come up with. Okay. Let's see what we've got here for you. For Big Mac. Okay. Mm-hmm. That can be turned into many things, that name, eh? Big Bob, or maybe Bob likes Big Macs. I don't know. Maybe his last name begins with Mac, right? Okay, so we're going to do a general for you. And if you're ready,
I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Okay. So first card for you is the Queen of Wands. This is absolutely lovely. This card absolutely personifies confidence, self-belief. The Queen of Wands says, yes, I can. And sometimes, yes, I can. You just watch me. So here is a lovely dose of self-confidence, self-belief, self-assurance, and the confidence to say, yes, I can. Because the next card for you coming up is the Dreamer. This is about you taking a leap of faith, trying something new, doing something differently. And it might be a little bit out of your comfort zone. And this card says, you have everything you need. You are ready. Bear in mind when you do this, just to take notice of extremes. So when you are thinking about this new venture, just be careful to take into account work-life balance, how that's going to fit in. Financial balance just needs taking notice of, how much time it's going to take, how much time that leaves you to take time out for yourself. So just consider those and make sure you get a really good balance right down the middle. Because the Three of Wands card at the end is about long-term plans. It's about abundance coming in. It's about you looking at the bigger picture, looking down the road, seeing where you want to go, and just as importantly, taking those first action steps now to get the ball rolling. They might seem like little steps, might be an email, might be a phone call. Take those first steps with the lovely mantra, yes, I can, and then you'll be well on your way. So I really hope that helps.
That's beautiful. Welcome, Archie. Maitland, my name is Rosie, not Archie. Okay. I'll call you Rosie, but your name comes up this. Okay. Thank you from Australia. Okay. So Bobbig Mac, your all over energy is that of the 8 of coins. And I'm going to change decks because these are very difficult to see. So I'm going to be changing decks and the next person I read. Working on your goals. This could be money. You could be taking a new form of study. You might be learning on the job, but you're wanting to perfect that. I think it's important that you're going to be letting the powers that be know what you're made of, and that you are going to be an asset to them if you are gainfully employed. You have a lot to offer, whether this is a passive job you've got on the side, your own business, or your full-time brick and mortar job. Work on it. This can also represent, like I said, self-employment, or even a new job. You're building a business. You're building something. You're letting the powers that be know what you're made of, and that's going to be the ace in your pocket when it comes to making money. The next card you got is the Tower, and this could be in the past. Something suddenly happens, shakes your world, and all of a sudden now you have to change things. Okay. You're rebuilding a new foundation, a new life, whether it's a new life with a relationship, whether it's a new life with your job, your career. But I do think that there's going to be change coming in, and it can often happen suddenly. It's a sudden upheaval in your life. But I always like this card because it shocks us at first. And then we look back and we learn the lesson and we say, okay, I'm not going to have this happen anymore. This is what I'm going to do. So I'm protected and it never will again. And that means you change things that didn't work out and you start rebuilding a new foundation, which is 10 times better. You worried about a situation here for a long time because you've got the 8 of Swords, and that's getting up in your head, as they say, doing the stinking thinking, where you're presuming and assuming that things are gloom and doom and aren't going to work out. This card says step out of your way. Okay. Because we're all guilty of that. When things don't happen yesterday, we start to doubt ourselves and that things aren't going to happen in our favor. So if you step out of your way, let go of that feeling of being trapped or victimizing yourself, you're going to see a shift of energy, because this is, you're not seeing a picture in complete clarity. So once you do, you're not going to have to worry anymore, because you're not going to worry anymore. You've got the 10 of Swords. Whatever happened to you with this Tower moment, okay, it's changed things in you. And now you're able to get up and know the worst is over and you've got nowhere to go but up. So you're moving forward. Whatever this situation may have been, you're moving forward in a brand new direction. So you might have dealt with something like betrayal, or felt as though somebody stabbed you in the back, or felt as though you were being suppressed and held down and you couldn't go forward. Now you can. It's done. Okay, when we get those 10s, it's endings. It's endings. You don't have to feel defeated anymore. High Priestess comes in, trusting your intuition. Okay, being able to find out and do your research, dig deep. If there's something you need to know or you need to study on, do your research, go after it. But trust that little inner voice of wisdom that speaks to you all the time and says, or this is a good thing for you to do. Always trust your gut feeling and your instinct. And I always think it's like spirit speaking to me when I say that little inner voice of wisdom and intuition. And when I listen to it, it's usually 90% to 100% right. So listen to your intuition. Okay. Now you also have the 7 of Pentacles, because we started off with the energy of the 8, working hard for your goals. This is planting your seeds, waiting for something to come in. It's needless worry. Whatever you've done, things are coming to fruition now for you because of the hard work and effort that you're applying to something here. Okay. You're going to see that things will work out in your favor. So I hope those cards mean something to you. It is a general, but you can let us know if this means anything to you. Big Mac. I can't get my tongue around that one. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So I've got another one from Helen, but we're going to move on to, where are we here, Helen? We've got another super chat. Thanks, Helen. So we're going to get through these others, and then I'm going to come back to you. So don't leave us, okay? Thank you so much, Bob Big Mac, for your kind donation and for being in our room. All right, so we're moving on now to Mr. Maurice. All right. Happy holidays to you too, Mr. Maurice. And what do the cards see for me in the next 3 months in my finances in general? So okay, let's see what we've got. I haven't read this because I haven't read you in about a couple weeks or something, right? So we'll see what energy has for you, but I'm going to be using my other cards because they're more visible, and you can see the pictures on them. Anne's cards are very clear, but this other deck I was using isn't so clear. So let's see what we have here for you. See what we've got. And Anne, if you're ready before me, you can just go right in.
Yeah.
Generally, Mr. Maurice wants to know about money, his career, and finances. And so this is for the next 3 months, the energy.
So I'll start off then, Brenda. So the first card coming out for you is the Knight of Wands. Now, this is the fastest card in the whole deck. The Knights are all really fast-moving energy, and the Knight of Wands is the fastest of them all. And they come charging in, but they ask you to think it all through and act with care. So when we apply this to your finances, this is asking you not to make any rushed decisions, not to make any rash decisions, and not to do anything too quickly. The 7 of Wands says you need to stand up for yourself and be assertive. So there might be something that you need to say. There might be something that you need to check and double check. There might be some questions that you need to ask to be absolutely clear on where you are. So if anything's happening quickly with finances, don't be rushed in to any rash decision making. Just take your time, take care of yourself, think it all through. The Queen of Teacups here is very much an energy of charity, of humanity, humility. It's a very loving energy, very much an energy of self-care and looking after you. So very much when that is applied to your finances, this very much is the card of helping other people to feel better. So yes, that may come into it, but think it all through very carefully. Leave behind any drama, leave any nonsense where it is. Don't get drawn into that. So you've got quite a lot of homework here for the next 3 months, which I'll just summarize for you. Think it all through. Do not be rushed. stand up for yourself, be assertive, say what works for you, and just as importantly, what doesn't work for you. Look after yourself first. That's why the Queen of Teacups is so good at what she does, because she looks after herself first, and then she's free to make a really good job of looking after other people. Don't take any notice of anybody else's drama. Leave that where it is. That doesn't concern you. And when you've done all that, I pulled a card from the Time to Shine deck. And that's dreams coming true. This is you jumping for joy. It's success. It's high self-confidence and self-esteem. So yes, some homework to do first. You need to really be very mindful for the next 3 months regarding your finances. I hope that helps.
Amazing. Thank you, Anne. Well, your download message is own your own power. And like her Queen of Cups, and pulling the Queen of Cups, it's taking care of business for yourself, thinking about your needs and what it is you need to have coming into you. You're constantly worrying about money. Okay. Pick your battles wisely. Don't allow yourself to get carried away up in your head and obsess about it. You presume and assume here with the Eight of Swords that things aren't going to work out. Okay, so you got to maintain that ability of positivity. Okay, there are, with the Five of Pentacles, there are doors of opportunity, Mr. Maurice, that you can research and get into. Find out what it is you need to know. Keep doing the research, about a topic, whether it's a new job, whether it's how you can escalate up that ladder of success at your present place of employment, because I know a lot of it has to do with finances with you. Keep your options open. Okay, I know you're working now. It's steady work. It's okay. But if there's something else you want to do, they tell me on the side, on your own, that might be a little bit different. Don't be afraid to start that website. Don't be afraid to start something new. You have to take that one step in order to take the second step to go after what you want. Be logical, be organized. I love this card of this is the King of Wands. Okay, I thought it was something else. The King of Wands is focused. He goes for what he wants. He doesn't give up. He doesn't waver. Okay, look at the lion behind him. Hear me roar. Stand in your own integrity, because you've got the Seven of Wands, and that's standing up for yourself, your own integrity. Know your worth. Go after what you want. If you have the ability and the education and the training to get something better, don't be afraid to stick your neck out. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. They're telling me with the Magician, you've got all the resources at your fingertips to go after this goal. Okay. And you may even get some unexpected resources, and that can come in the form of time, effort, support from someone else who could be a contact, who's a contact to get you there, or even some unexpected money that might come in to help finance you. Your final card coming out here is King of Pentacles. Okay, Midas touch. You can, no matter what, you're going to land on your feet. So, Mr. Maurice, you've always been able to be resourceful, they're telling me, and you always have been able to find the resources to resolve issues like this in your life with money. There's always been enough. However, we dream bigger, and that's how people become millionaires. They become successful because they dream bigger, but they know they're worthy of it. So continue with that. Okay, you're not alone. Okay. Get out of that headset that you feel that you can't, you're feeling lack and loss. You have the ability here to be this King of Pentacles. Okay. So this is about, maybe you're going to be speaking to finance companies or investment companies, or you're going to be speaking to banks of some sort. You could be discussing money with the powers that be as well. Okay. But you have the ability. Just step up, own your power. Okay. So I hope that helps. The next 3 months, they look good to me, as long as you realize you're worthy of having what you want, and just keep plugging away towards it. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. So let's see what we've got here. We got Earl. So Earl, you didn't give me a question. So we're going to do a general. Okay. On what you need to see.
Brenda, just a message from Earl coming up in the chat now. A specific question.
Here we go. Okay, let me click on that. I didn't see it earlier. Okay, I have a court case coming up regarding my ex-wife on January 4th and want to know if there will be a fair and equal justice. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here for Earl. Sign off this, so I know who I've done. Okay. Trying to keep track of everybody here. Okay. They're telling me, Earl, that this situation, before I even pull cards, has dragged out a long time. And you're finally going to get some action here in January. You know, it just seems like the court system has dragged out, or her lawyer has been dragging things out and making things difficult for you to even get this brought into the court. So hopefully, no, this won't be canceled and rescheduled. I wanted to know. No, you're not late, Stephanie. Welcome. I don't see them canceling this court date. I think that you're going to see that it'll go through. I'm going to put Stephanie's name down here. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So the question, Spirit, is, will there be a fair and equal justice for him? Whoops. Oh, shoot. Where did that go? If you're ready, go ahead in.
I'm ready. Okay. So the first card I have for you is the Six of Teacups, and this is all about the past. It's remembering the past with love, and very much a card of dealing with the past or someone from the past. The Ten of Wands card tells me that the difficult times are over with. If things have been a bit of a struggle, if things have been a bit stressful, this is the end of that now, and it's time for you to have a rest, have a break, re-energize, and be ready to start on the next venture. This will involve making some positive choices. The Two of Pencils card is asking you to make some choices. The reason why she's stuck, the reason why she's stuck here is because she can't decide on this or that. So, suggestion for you, get all your information in front of you. Make sure you are really have all the facts, all the figures in front of you, and then be ready to make a positive choice. Know that you have all the resources that you need. On this card, she's so focused on this empty little piggy bank here, she's forgotten that she's sitting on 3 coins and there are 2 right beside her. So this is the card that says, don't be so focused in one area on lack that you're missing the fact that you've got all the resources, you've got everything you need. You are asking if there will be equal justice, and the Temperance card comes up. This is the card of balance. This is the card of compromise. This is the card of mixing ideas together to achieve the success that you are aiming for. One of the cards fell on the floor. And just at the end of the reading, time to let go of any stress, any drama, anything that's been going on. And the Queen of Pencils comes in with this breath of fresh air and says, now it's time for a fresh new start and a brilliant new plan. So will there be equal justice? Yes, I do feel there will be. And you need to do your homework first, making positive choices, knowing that you've got everything you need, knowing, not focusing on any lack, know that you have the resources. Time for that spring clean and that fresh new start. So I hope that's helpful.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. 1. Okay, 2 no's, a yes, and that. Okay, I want to clarify that. Okay, well, first of all, this was a major mess here. Okay. You've got the Three of Swords, which is great disappointment, heartache, betrayal, the whole ball of wax. You dealt with that. This has dragged on way too long. There's the Hangman. Okay. This has taken a long time, but you stood up for yourself. You didn't back down. I think she thought you would roll over and you would be submissive and you would just let her have what she wants. Okay. I take this situation that she's a little bit into herself and she was a little bit selfish and she thought you would cave, you would give up, and you didn't. You've surprised her. You stood up for what you've developed, what you've grown, and what you've created. Okay. You stood your ground, which is good. I think you have good representation. You have the King of Cups here. This King of Cups, he's not the King of Swords, but he can represent you and has given you a lot of counsel, a lot of direction, without even charging for some of the information that he's given you. But this particular person that's representing you, defending you, actually is on your side. Okay. So I think you're going to get it. Yeah. You got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. It doesn't get much better than that. So let me see what we've got for a download message for you. Choose wisely. Okay. They may, and my way of thinking is they may come in with an offer. Make sure that you're open-minded about that offer. Don't roll over, Earl. Don't give in to her. Fair is fair. Okay. And I know you said fair and equal justice and equitable justice. I think you're going to be happy with this. Definitely. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. So I do believe that things will work out in your favor. Okay. But I see her as being pushy, forceful. She thought you were going to give up. You're dealing with this by yourself. Well, somebody here cares about you. It might even be the judge. Okay. Somebody's going to make this easier on you. Okay. If you don't have a lawyer and you're dealing with this on your own, I think, the facts are there, right? Being presented. I think this person is going to be fair. Yeah. And remember the word compromise. Okay. But don't give in. That's what I'm saying. Don't roll over and let her have it all. Was what I'm saying. Compromise is okay, but it has to be an even keel thing. So I think, yeah, you got the Wheel of Fortune. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Okay. Thank you for your super chat. All right. Let's see who else we've got here. Helen came in again. Okay. So we're going to let George go out. So hang on. This is Helen's question. And whoops, where are we here? And I'm going to get George up here because he's time for him to go out and Andre's going to take him out. He's an old guy and he does a lot of sleeping. So I had to coerce him into waking up. And I'm right there speaking to him and he doesn't hear me. Okay. I got a temporary part-time job in crystal/jewelry shop till end of December. Then they're closing to open a bigger shopping place in March. Will they need me? Oh, okay. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Will they need you?
Shall I go ahead, Brenda?
Yes, please.
Okay, Helene. So I've picked 5 cards for you here. 7 of Teacups is all about choices. It's all about looking at all your options. This is what you need to be doing. So if this is one of your options, this card here says, look at all of your options. Now, most of the options on this card are lovely. The little things inside the teacups are things like chocolate and butterflies, all beautiful things. But there's one down here at the front, and it's got a little grumpy gingerbread man on it, and she doesn't want to choose him. So you need to look at all these options very carefully. The Chariot card next, I do feel there is a movement forward here. This is the card of moving forward. Sometimes quite quickly, sometimes things have felt a little bit stuck. So you could get an offer quite quickly And the 7 of Wands comes in with that and says, just be a little bit assertive. Find out what you need to know. Ask them for things that you might need. This is you standing up and being you, and asking questions and being assertive. And when you do that in a kind way, that's absolutely fine, because this is a time of positive changes. That's what the life experience card is all about. Learn from the past, this says. So when you've been working there before, how did it work? How were things for you? Was that good? Was it something that you would want to move forward with? Because if it is, the positive changes are here. And this is you being appreciated for everything you do and all that you are. So the question was, will they need me? I think yes. And it's also a time for you to stand up and say, yes, you need me. This is what I need as well. You need to really do your homework first. Make sure that this is going to be a positive, well thought out and well researched choice. When you've done all that homework, here's the positive change. And this is you being really appreciated for everything that you do. So I hope that's helpful.
Mm-hmm. Lisa said she paid $4.99. Did you go down to the $ there, Lisa, below here on YouTube and click on that and submit your amount? Is that where you went? I need to know that to know whether or not you've paid anything. You don't go to my website. You don't go to my PayPal. You go down here. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It hasn't shown up here. It should show right up here. You see everybody here in the green, or in the green, it shows up that they've made a super chat donation. That's what I should be seeing here on the screen. So you might have to go back there and see why it's not gone through. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Lisa. Okay. So Ellen, big fat success. And your question was, will they need me? You got every single card here is a yes card. Okay. You definitely, I think, they're going to make a decision here, and they're going to find out what you have to offer. You've got the Justice card, which means, karmic justice is coming into you. They're going to need you. You've got the Magician, which says, yes, again, you've got all the resources there to show them that you're capable of being an excellent salesperson, being an asset to their company. They would be crazy to let you go and want to hire somebody else. Okay. Now, my question to you is, this person you're going to be working for, is she or he, I think, a female? Are they younger than you? Because I see that this move, that they're going to be moving to a bigger shopping area. I think that this is a big step for them to take, and they're sticking their neck out to do this, but they want to have an enterprising business, and I see it as good. The Knight of Cups comes in, tells me you're going to love this job. Okay, it's going to be what you really like to do, and you're going to be quite comfortable working for them. It's important that you have the income coming in, but it's so important that you like who you work for and what you're doing as well. Okay, because that in itself is going to be you making up your own mind. If you don't like the job, you're not going to go to the shopping mall. So I think that you will be. I think you're going to be happy. I think that they're going to love you. I think they're going to know that you're an asset there. This is like they're going to offer you something. I think they're going to make you an offer to stay with them. Okay. They may come in after they've hired you and say, you could be making more money if you're going to be, you may have to work more hours. There may be changes like that, but I think they're going to be making you an offer that you're really going to like. Okay. You got the big fat success card. So I think you're going to be fine. I think this is a good move for you. Okay. I think they're going to want to take you with them. Well, I'm seeing Spirit saying they'd be crazy if they don't. Okay. That's what they're telling me. Okay. How we doing? Let's go on here. We've got Denise Albecker. What do you see coming up for the next few months? Okay. I need to see, know, and expect. What do we see? What do you need to see, know, and expect? Yeah. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you, sweetheart. We'll get to you too. Okay. We're working through the list. So I think you're coming in actually after this one. Okay. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got here. Spirit.
Okay, Brenda, are you good for me to go while you're just
Absolutely. You go.
Okay, Denise, thank you. So, coming up in the next 3 months, a change in perspective. This is your first card. This is the awakening card. This is looking at things from a different perspective altogether, just like she's doing on the card. Look, she's completely upside down. So the world looks completely upside down, differently to her. So new perspectives coming in. The High Priestess says you need to do your homework. That's just what she's doing here, look. She's reading information. She's finding out all the facts. She's taking her time and she's thinking it through. And she's reading a book. You have to look ever so carefully, but it says the book's called How to Just Wait. So I see new perspectives coming in. You taking your time, digging deep, doing your homework. There's a little bit of research and a little bit of homework for you to do. And that's fantastic because the Ace of Pencils is your next card. This brings in the clarity and the new ideas that you've been waiting for. Now on the card here, look, the first few attempts at this target, they've missed. She's worked out what doesn't work because now she's hit the bullseye. She's found out what does work. And this is what this homework, reading up, doing your homework, finding out things, this is what it's going to help you with. New ideas and how to move forward. And this is your next card, the moving forward card, the Wheel of Fortune card. A movement forward here, and you standing up, shining your light in the world, stepping into this leadership role and teaching from experience. That's a brilliant place to teach from, and leading by example. We really need people doing that right now. So just to summarize all that for you, a change in perspective, looking at things differently, looking at something again from a different perspective. Then you have lots of homework to do, research, reading, going within. How do you feel about something? Trusting that intuition, because that's the breakthrough. That's when the new ideas, the new information, the clarity comes in. And once you've got that, your movement forward, this is you stepping up and shining your light and moving forward. So, Denise, I hope that's helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne. That was great. Okay, so what I have for you from your download message is take back your power. Okay, you may have felt as though you've been hanging in limbo for a while. Things weren't moving very quickly. This is a card of balance. You've been thinking about what you have to sacrifice to get what you want. But this is a temporary feeling. You don't have to be there. I mean, once you find out the information you need, you can often hit the ground running and go towards your goals, taking back your power. You might be feeling as though you've lost that for a while. This something bothered you so much you had to pull back and call a truce, taking your time. You might have been overwhelmed. You might have been fearful of something. And now you're able to rest up. Okay. The universe is telling me, and the powers that be, you need to make sure that you're running on all your energy level here. Okay. Get that battery running high. And that means you need to get your rest. You could have been juggling something here. Okay. Juggling your time. Maybe you've been trying to balance money, your time, your home life and your work life here. But you're starting to see what's important with the third eye right now. Being able to know what matters to you and the changes that you're going to have to make. They're telling me time management's important. Okay. Working hard for your goals. Okay. This is your job, your career. You're working hard on a project or a job or your career. And, you're trying to perfect something here. This can be a new job that may be coming in for you. This could be, doing well if you're wanting to, if you have your own building, but you're building a business and a reputation at the same time when it comes to your job and your work. You're mastering something here. You're coming up with great accomplishments and success because of your hard work. And that's going to bring a time of celebration here. Okay, 3 of Cups is celebrating. It's getting together with friends and partying and wanting to celebrate something beautiful here. Now, this can also pertain to the time of year it is, Christmas. Maybe you're going to be celebrating with family, but I'm reading this as a whole here in a collective with the cards. Waiting for your ship to come in. Okay, you've done the work. Now you're waiting with the 2 of Wands, but you might be trying to make a decision of whether to take the 2 paths presenting themselves, whether to go forward this way or go forward that way. There's options that you're considering right now. You're planning. Is the grass greener on the other side, right? You're waiting in anticipation, but while you're waiting, keep moving forward with whatever project you're working on at this time, because, excuse me, that's where you're going to find success by moving forward after what it is you truly want. So, Denise, I hope that helps you. Okay. Take back your power. Okay. Take control of it. Get this so you can see it. Thank you very much. Okay. What do we got here? We have Rosie Maitland. So she came out with one name and I wrote it down and she says, but my name is Rosie. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, I had it written on here, so that's good. Okay. You would love to have a reading with any career or love advice. Okay, let's see what we've got. Let's see what Spirit's got for you. How's your time? How are you doing? You feeling wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, or are you getting tired on me?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm doing fine, thank you. Yeah, I'm okay.
I know there's a big time difference between you and I. I mean, I've got 4 o'clock, and you're what? Where are you? 9?
Yeah. But that's fine. I have a cup of tea and the world is good.
Oh,
the world is the world is a happy place if I've got a cup of
when
tea.
you got that good cup of tea, right? It's so true.
Yeah.
I know.
Right. So Rosie, let me choose for you.
Okay.
Right.
Ah. All right, let's see what we've got here. Right. So whatever shows up, if it's business or if it's career or if it's romance,
okay,
we'll read it as such, okay? Because that's Spirit saying what he needs to know the most about.
Right. Oh, this is lovely. You've got some fantastic cards, Rosie. Shall I go, Brenda?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. So 10 of Teacups, happy ever after card. This is absolutely lovely. This is happy home life, happy family life, trustworthy relationships. Happy ever after card. This is lovely. Followed by one of the best cards in the whole deck, the Sun. This is the card of success. This is the card of you reaping the rewards of your hard work, really. And on the card, look, the sunflowers are flowering. She's planted them, she's watered them, she's done the hard work. And now she can enjoy this wonderful success. So happiness, joy, fulfillment, success is all showing up here. Now, this card also says, get to work on those brilliant new ideas. The Page of Coins comes in next with a message saying, do your homework, do the research, find out all the information you need to know. So you've got a little bit of homework to do there, some research. And then the Queen of Pencils brings in, out with the old, in with the new, talk about spring cleaning. She leaves behind anything that isn't working without a second thought. She moves forward positively with what is working for her. And this, I do feel, can be happening really quite quickly. So if things have felt a little bit stuck or a little bit stalled, not anymore. The Knight of Wands comes in and says this is going to be happening fast and you need to just go steady. Just think it all through. So, in a nutshell, happiness, joy, fulfillment, success right here for you. Do your homework, act on those new ideas, get your homework, get your research done, find out plenty of information to help yourself, and then spring cleaning time. Out with the old and in with the new, and you are well on your way to success. So I
Wow.
hope that helps.
That's beautiful. Boy, you got some great cards there from Anne. Now, you need to step up into your confidence. Whatever you're feeling right now, you feel as though something isn't going to happen. And so you need to step up, okay? Stand up for yourself, all right? You've got that 8 of Wands. Stand up for yourself. Don't back down. Yeah, no, the 7 of Wands, sorry. Don't back down. Stand up for what it is you want, okay? Don't give up. If it's the new job, if it's anything to do with love, or you want to get out there and meet somebody new, make yourself proactive. Hey, I met the man of my dreams on a dating app, and it's an amazing love story. It was a fairy tale wedding. So yeah, that was a cat behind me. So I have a cat and a dog. The cat thinks he's a dog. So Rosie, in general, step up into your confidence. Whatever it is you want to see happen, hold your head high, darling. Okay. You're going to hear about somebody from the past. Somebody's going to return. Okay. You've got the 6 of Cups. This could be, maybe you're thinking about your past. Don't lose yourself in the past. But it's about maybe reconnecting with somebody here. Somebody could be returning back into your life. Maybe you met somebody that you found on social media. Somebody's found out. Maybe somebody moved away and they're returning. I always look at this as a good connection. That maybe you knew somebody or you had a relationship with somebody when you were young and immature and it wasn't meant to be. But they've come back now. They've grown and you've grown, and you're going to have a good laugh by sitting and connecting, maybe over a cup of tea or lunch, and talk about the past. It could be male or female friend. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love or a romance. Okay. You could also be dealing with children, communicating or entertaining children at this time. But the big message here with this card is enjoy yourself. Tap into your inner child and enjoy yourself, whatever it is you're doing or who you're doing it with. Okay. I think, you've got the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is sometimes called the swords of Cupid. So there could be somebody coming in here new that could be coming to pay you some attention. But this is also the card of a shift in energy. Something's going to happen suddenly. It's like, you've been in a slump, things have been slow, and all of a sudden now, bang, you're going to be busier than you could have ever imagined. This is contacts. This is information. This is communication coming into you. It could be a phone call, a text, anything coming in, an email. And you're going to see that the momentum is taking off. You're gaining momentum here. Okay. You're going to be thinking on your feet, taking action, going after what you want, Rosie. Okay. You're tired of sitting here waiting for things to happen. You have to go after it. Okay. And you're going to stand your ground now. You're going to go after that. You're going to take action and do that. You got the Justice card. Okay. And that means it's karmic justice. And I usually see that as justice coming in towards you that's going to pay off. It's a big fat yes card. It's about law and truth and honesty, and you standing in that integrity here. All right. So I'm sorry about this lighting. You can't see these cards, but anyway, that was the 7 of Wands that I just picked up there with the Justice card. So, karmic justice is coming into you, and you deserve this, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's in your job. Stand up in your confidence. I think you're doubting yourself and to me, I'm seeing more a relationship thing here. You're doubting yourself of getting out there again. You've had to deal with disappointments in the past, and you're afraid of history repeating itself. So stand in your own glow, because you are the star, my darling. Here's the star card. And that is a beautiful card. It's one of the nicest cards out there too. And it's about hope and inspiration, and you have to showcase yourself, and you have to market yourself out there. And in whatever way you can do that, stand on your stage and stand in your light and let everybody know what you're made of here. Okay. This is about rejuvenation and going out there and dreaming on it, wishing for a star. Wish big, because you can have it. Just don't lose your confidence. Okay. You need to stand in your confidence right now. So things are going to shift. You may be hearing about somebody from your past. You're going to see things are going to pick up and get busy. Stand in your integrity. Don't settle. Okay. And don't settle to please somebody else. All right. And you've been very guarded when it comes to relationships. because of the past. Okay. It's time to let that go and hold your chin up and say, hey, I'm worthy. I'm not settling. Okay. So I hope that helps with you. Thank you, Rosie. Okay. So we have MJ. How does Dr. Longman feel about me? Okay. All right. Let's see. So MJ, I think you've been on my channel before. If I'm right. Have you been on my, this is a very similar question. Somebody else has a man in her life that's a doctor as well and asks questions about it, but they had relationships. It was a long distance relationship. They've got together. Is this the same person talking to? MJ, you can let me know. Okay. Thanks, Anne Marie. I see your question. Thank you. This is literally exactly what I needed to hear and unbelievably accurate. I've shut off. Okay, we'll put this back up here. Okay, thank you. This is literally exactly what I needed to hear and unbelievably accurate. I've shut off from love since my husband was killed 10 years ago. I've just started to get my confidence back. Yeah, with me, I was seeing a relationship rather than a job. And Anne came out with that 10 of cups. That tells me that it's your time to have your happy ever after. Okay, so get yourself out there. I mean, don't be afraid. I mean, I was on a dating app. I mean, unless you are in an area where you're going to be around. Thank you so much for subscribing, and please subscribe to Anne too. So there's somebody here that he's someone that you work for. Okay. Anyway, let's get on with this. Thank you so much. Okay, so MJ, he's someone I worked for. I'm a new subscriber. Okay, no, you're not the same person. Okay, that's all I needed to know because this was a very similar question someone else asked. Okay. Okay, so you worked for him in the past, but you're not working for him now. Yeah, because they brought up the finance and career card in the romance card. So that's telling me that this was somebody that you had met through this, through a job that you were doing. I think that you're separated from each other now, okay, because you're not working together. You got that separation card. You've had some time apart. And you're thinking about, is there going to be, are we going to enjoy this honeymoon stage? Will this person want to come into my life, right? Because the honeymoon card comes up too. Okay. I think this person cares for you. And you care for this person a lot too. He's guarded. He's standing back. He wants you, but he doesn't know how to approach you. Where am I here? Got to get on the right person. Where are you here? Here she is, MJ. Why can't I get on it? Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm talking and I've got the wrong person up there, Rosie, and I don't want people to get confused. Okay, so you guys are, this person's very different from you. I'm showing that he has different beliefs, different religion, different spirituality, different way of thinking than you. He may even be a different ethnicity from you. It's very important to him that you and him are on the same wavelength when it comes to spirituality in his life. Okay, there's something there, or you. Okay, I'm seeing here. I think he's guarded. I think he's nervous about approaching you. When he does, and if he does, you guys are going to spend a lot of one-on-one time. It's going to be almost like they're telling me, and you can correct me on this, because this they're telling me that he's not as available as you think. Now, whether he's married or he's connected with somebody else, or he's not let go of his past completely, he's very guarded. He's being very careful. So if he gets with you, they're telling me you're going to have to sneak around. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's going to be something that at first is going to have to be kept quiet. Okay. Because he doesn't want it to get out. Yeah. So he's got release the ex. There's somebody in his life that he's not completely clear of. Okay. But he wants you. He wants you. He's thinking of you. I think that, there's a lot of things here that's stopping this from happening right away. Give me some more here, please, Spirit. Yeah, he hasn't let go. I mean, I said that to you. He's not completely available. And then they bring up release your ex. So he's not completely free. Whether it's in his mind, whether it's financially, whether, he's scared to step out, even though he has feelings for you. I mean, he's got something that's holding him back. And if he's not completely available, free to do this, this isn't going to happen right away. And if you do get together, it's going to be on the side and it's going to be kept hush hush. Okay. I think you've been talking about this with your friends, about this doctor, and letting your feelings out with your friends. And I think you're going to find you'll get some good consultation and some good friendship here from people by asking your friends for help. Okay. Through this issue. Don't be afraid to talk about your feelings with your, and confide with your closest BFF. Okay, about this, because I think that's going to help you. Because when someone else comes into the picture and they can be biased and they can say, well, this and that about that person, because we get caught up in our head, right? That romance and the love and our feelings of all that. And sometimes we overlook things, okay? Looking through the, rose-colored glasses. You need to open the veil and see this picture for truly what it is. Yes, I think he has feelings for you, but I don't think he's available yet to step out there and go after you, okay? And if he does, he's going to keep it hush-hush on the side. So he's not going to be able to come out with his true feelings and let the world know. Okay. So I don't know. You can let me know if any of that relates to this. And thank you so much, MJ, for your question and your donation.
Okay, MJ, the card that flew out as I was shuffling is the 5 of coins. Now, this is the card of a temporary sense of lack and loss. Look, she's so focused on this, what she hasn't got, this empty piggy bank, that she's not realizing the abundance of the things that she has got. So a temporary sense of lack, what you haven't got. The Emperor then shows up with a plan. The Emperor expects things to be planned in advance. The Emperor is organized. The Emperor is someone who steps up and gets things sorted out. So very much an authority figure. The 4 of Wands is very much a card of love and appreciation. And I do feel that, yes, you are very much appreciated by someone in this leadership role, someone who is very confident, someone who has a lot of self-confidence, very entrepreneurial, has a great deal of self-belief. However, and the Page of Wands then comes in with news. So I do feel just at the moment, there is a temporary sense of things not going quite as you might want them to go to, because there are too many things to sort out and get organized first. No doubt that the appreciation is there. This is you being appreciated for all that you do and everything that you are. The King of Wands is showing up as somebody very confident, very businesslike, really, and very successful. The Page of Wands brings in news and information and new ideas. And alongside that came the 3 of Pentacles, which is very much a card of healing and moving on. So there's work to do. The card of the 3 of Pentacles says rest, relax, step back. There's healing to be done. There's work to be done before moving on. The final 2 cards, the 12 card Awakening, is a lovely new perspective on things, looking at things from a different perspective altogether. You being individual, absolutely lovely you. And then the situation improving, things getting better, things certainly looking up. But right now, just now, you are in a period of just stepping back, letting things sort themselves out. There are things that need organizing, things that need planning, news and information that needs dealing with. Rest, relaxing, stepping back, and healing. And when all of that has passed through, yes, definitely. New perspective, different outlook, and things getting better. So I hope that's helpful.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, she said, I was right. So your messages are the same. Think about it. Take your time. Don't go pushing anything. And especially when it comes to relationships, you want to let the chips fall naturally. Okay, especially when it comes to relationships. And don't sit there, MJ, waiting for Dr. Longmore. Get yourself out there and enjoy life in the meantime. If it's meant to be, I just don't think that Dr. Longmore is as available as you think. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Our next one here is, gee whiz. Surprise, it's Ellen. Ellen, we love you. You're always here supporting us no matter what. This is amazing. Thank you for your generous, again, super chat. Okay, crazy PC business again. She's having trouble with her darn computers. I definitely need to buy a new one in January. Should I buy it in a shop or online? Bought 3 computers in shops this year and had to refund. Oh, okay. That's weird, isn't it? You'd think that you'd get the best, support and service by going in person and speaking to an actual person in the store, and you've had to replace them. Well, I've never bought a computer online. I've always gone into, I'm going to give Best Buy a plug. And I have the Geek Squad that I pay so much a month. So if my computer goes south or I have a problem, I pay half price to have them come in person and get me up and running or fix whatever's wrong. So I've had luck with going. I've never attempted to buy one of those online. But again, I'm not over in Europe. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Are you thinking of Amazon? Or are you thinking of ordering it through like a store, which would normally sell computers online rather than going into the store? I don't know. Well, let's see. You definitely need to buy a new one. Okay. Anne, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Helene, first card that came out, even I am shuffling. You can see me shuffling. 5 of coins. Here it is again. This is focusing on lack, focusing on what you haven't got. This card comes in and says, know that you have the resources and everything you need to get what you would like. The Dreamer card comes in next. Now, this is the first card in the whole deck. It's absolutely fantastic. This is taking that leap of faith, trying something new, doing something differently, stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit. So this, I do think when you're moving forward with this, there might be something even differently from shop or online. I don't know what it might be. There might be a completely different aspect to this. There might be something completely new and a different way of getting this sorted out. New perspectives. Again, this has come out again, looking at things differently. So really homework to do for you. Looking at things completely from a different angle. Wise and sensible choices. Oh my goodness, we've got the 7 of Teacups and the Lover's card, all about choices, decisions. You really do have to do your homework and look at every option available to you. Some of them you might not have considered before. This might be something completely differently, completely new, leap of faith in a new direction. But I do think that when you do make your mind up, you're going to be really happy with it. This is something new. This is happiness coming in. This is joy coming in. You're obviously going to make a really sound decision. The Ace of Teacups is happiness and positivity coming in. So do you buy it online? Do you go to a shop? A leap of faith. I think something even differently from that. And I honestly can't think what that could possibly be. So it might be that you have to talk things over with somebody. It might be you're going online. You need somebody to spell out all of your options really clearly. So wherever you're able to do that, so you can make this sound decision, the decision that's right for you, the decision that you're going to be really happy with. So if that's walking into a shop and talking to someone, or online, you know, those little chat boxes, somebody with all of the knowledge that you need needs to spell out all of your choices. And when you've got all those in front of you, yes, you're going to make a really sound decision. And it's going to be something, a leap of faith, something a bit different, something that you've perhaps not considered, something a bit out of your comfort zone. So whichever of those options can clearly list to you all your choices and why they will work for you, that's the direction to go in. And I'm sorry, I can't say, yes, it's this, or yes, it's this. It's the person, it's the place that can give you all those fine technical details and lay all the options out in front of you to make your valid choice. So I hope that's helpful, Helen. I'm sorry I can't be more specific.
Okay. She's saying that, yes, like the Dell company, online and so on. I got a definite no on this, Helen. Okay. I got a definite no on this. I asked Spirit when I saw that come up, rent a computer. No, they're saying no. You want to buy one. She says she spent untold time researching a computer. I talked a lot to those guys in the shops, but they just want to make a sale. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So like Anne was saying, do your research. I know you said you've done that, but keep studying up on the computers, on what you want. I would definitely, like Anne said, get online, pull up the chat, but you know, they are basically there to, you know, give you help at, you know, you're the consumer and they're there to help you. Their service department. I don't think so much their sales department. Yeah, going into these shops, these guys are probably on a quota or on you know, on a commission basis. I think though, you know, stand up for your integrity. Let them know you've had bad luck with whatever the situation has been, Helen, with the fact that your computers haven't satisfied you, or they've broken down, or you've had to get refunds on them for whatever you've had that problem. You need to discuss that with the powers that be. Let them know. Okay. I don't know if you're limited to stores around you to go to, or, you know, or whether you've got a lot of them out there that you can go into. Yes, I've heard Dell. Dell is a name that's really big in Europe. We have so many names here in Canada, all kinds of, you know, PCs. I mean, I have my husband has a Mac. I don't want a Mac. And it's the top line, but you know, he's had to have it replaced. I have a desktop PC here, your HP General. It's got a lot of memory in it. It sits on the floor beside me. And that's what I need mine for because of what I do here. I don't want to do videos on a laptop, but they've improved them through the years too. I think that you're going to finally find someone here that you're going to be able to relate to, because the King of Cups shows up. And the King of Cups is the type of person who's actually going to listen to you. Okay. You've also got the Knight of Cups. Okay. So you may end up with two different salespeople. One might be younger and one might be older and more seasoned and more intelligent and more experienced with them. I would pick the older person out of the two if there's two that you're dealing with. Now, the younger one might be up to date and, with things, but the older one, I think, is going to sympathize with you and maybe give you better counsel and information on the type of computer that they think you need that you would be happy with. Okay. You've been, you felt as though you've been kind of stuck out in limbo here with the Four of Cups, feeling as though you're missing out on an opportunity. Why isn't this working out for me? Right. But at the end of the day, the King of Swords comes in and says, guess what? You'll get what you want. But, I know that you're battle weary with having to do your research. So I would, and what I'm seeing from here is, I don't know how much you've been involved with speaking to people online about them. Get on that chat line and discuss it with them. Okay. And then if you're not satisfied with that, I mean, you can still return it, even if you get it mailed to you online. It's just that you run the risk of it being damaged in transit or being late and coming. I mean, I don't know how soon you need this. You said by January, I think. So it's important that you go in and just really take your time. I wouldn't rush into this. I would, unless you're desperate for a computer, I would definitely really, really consider what it is you want. Now, I'm a big one. I know what I want. And if I see SALE, I want to talk to the sales rep. Okay. This one, explain to me the difference between this one and why is this one cheaper and why it was so on. That's how I deal with things. And I'm sure you would too. So it's about communicating with the right person. And I know so many of them just want to make a buck. But I would bounce back and forth between speaking to somebody in the chat. Let them know what you've had to deal with. Let them know what kind of computer you were dealing with. Dell, I know over there is got a great reputation, and they probably stand by their word and their warranties as well. So I think that Dell is something that you're definitely going to want to look into. Okay. There's so many different things out there, so many different computers. And like I say, my husband has a Mac. I have Apple, everything else, but I have no desire to use his computer. Everybody said to me, "Oh my gosh, Brenda, you could be doing this." I said, "You know what? Sorry, but I love my desktop HP." So he has his and I have mine. So rent? No, definitely don't rent one unless it's only for a temporary period of time. But I mean, most people need a computer for, every day of their life. I mean, I don't know about you, Anne, but I mean, I do my banking. I do my social media, my marketing, everything we do on our computer, right? And also our iPhones, because really what an iPhone is, I have an Apple iPhone. What all our iPhones are is really computers with telephone access. They're not a phone with computer. They're basically a computer with telephone access. So yeah. You worked with Dell in the past at work. It was one of the best. Yeah. Dell has a really good name. I know that. I have a lot of other people over in Europe that have mentioned the Dell to me. And I mean, yeah, we had them years ago here too, but I don't see them around as much here in Canada. There's so many other names that are out there, I guess. I mean, I'm sure they are, but I know they're an excellent name and they probably stand by their warranty. So don't rent. I would continue, like Anne said, get on a chat line, let a person know what you've had to deal with, and then take your time, go in and look at them. But I think you're going to find, yeah, look at customer reviews too. Damara says, yeah, that's often good too. I mean, I just went out and bought 2 of these bed in a boxes, and I'm looking and reading the reviews on them, and because they're something new, and I had a warranty on my bed, and they honored it with a refund and a credit, and so we've ended up with 2 beds, 2 single beds on a king base. But yeah, do your research. Okay, customer reviews is very good, Tamara. That's for sure. Read up on them. Okay, and you probably have, Ellen. So do not rent. Okay. Okay, let's see who we've got. Thanks a lot. Let's see what we got here. I know we had another one here. We got Anne Marie. What do I need to know going forward? Okay. All right, let's see what we've got here for my beautiful friend Anne Marie. So we're up to, we came out at 3-ish. So it's 4:42 right now. So I think we're going to cut off at 5 o'clock because that'll give us 2 hours, Anne. We've been out here and it'll be like 10 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
We always are so busy when we come out together. It's like one after another. And, yeah. Have I seen Tammy in my room? I thought she was coming in. I didn't see her showing up. So maybe she got, because she's a monitor here.
Okay, Anne-Marie, shall I go, Brenda?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you've asked, what do I need to know going forward? The first card that came out for you, Queen of Coins. This is about being resourceful, about being practical. The Queen of Coins, if ever you wanted anybody to give you some grounded common sense and advice, the Queen of Coins would be the person, because they make sure that everybody in their orbit has all their needs met. Kind, very family focused, very home focused. Practicality and resourcefulness need to be your key words. The situation improving for you, the 10 of Pencils, this is things getting better and better, you climbing this ladder of success. And moving forward, the World card is the completion of one project and the start of another. So it's endings and beginnings. And the World card says, look, she's been right round the world on the card, and she's now back where she started. And the big question to ask now is, where to next? So moving forward, definitely moving forward alongside somebody else. The Two of Wands says 2 heads are better than 1. Working alongside somebody else can bring the success that you're aiming for. So moving forward, not on your own, moving forward alongside somebody else, working together. And here you are, stepping up into this leadership role. This is the Emperor card. Very much planning, organizing, extremely successful. With the Emperor, they are ready to go in a moment because everything is all planned and organized in advance. So this is you stepping up into this seniority role. So what do you need to know going forward? Practicality, resourcefulness. Know the situation is improving. The end of one cycle, the end of one situation, but the start of a brilliant new one. Advancement, success, you stepping up into this new role and working alongside somebody else. So you won't be doing this on your own. So I hope that helps.
Okay, got my mic on again. Okay, Anne-Marie, you're really battle weary. You're exhausted, and it's time for you to rest up. Okay, you and I both know what that's about. It just seems like all you've done here is, you know, going around in circles. That's the world, but I'm reading this intuitively as well. They're telling me spinning your wheels here for a long time. But that being said, something's going to come up, which is going to be a new offer. The Ace of Wands comes up. Something's going to come up and shift here, a new beginning, good news about something, okay? Physically starting something new here. Now, it could be in your personal part of your life, or it could also be with your job and your career, okay? Because I know you're working on both of those things right now. It's time to stay focused and keep pushing forward. Don't give up, okay? You get those moments, and I know and I understand. I don't know how you've endured everything you've had to endure up to this point, but you've been amazing and you show great resilience here. Queen of Wands, I think you're doing things now. You're thinking on a business sense of what you want to do. And I think you're going to be being proactive, going after any new opportunities. I think there could be a new beginning when it comes to when it comes to your job and your career. You're just so battle weary. Now you've got the World card, and when I see the World card, I always think of travel. If this has to do with work, you may be, and again, I'm seeing that it might be out of your area. You might be having to work and go a little bit more of a distance to go there, doing the distance. But because of that, for some reason, I don't know if this makes sense to you, Anne Marie, but you might be able to work part of the time virtually at home. Okay. And then going into the office or whatever it is that this new job is going to involve for so many days of the week or whatever the case is, you might be able to work because of the distance where they are. They may allow you to work virtually as well, whatever that job could be. Okay. Now, I don't know. I just saw you roll your eyes as if to say, I'm out to lunch. But keep in mind, there could be something coming in different than what you ever, what you've applied for. Okay. There could be just, I'm seeing something again, different coming in. Okay. Keep moving forward. This is, you thinking about business and wanting to go forward and seeing a change in your life, but you're battle weary. I know that it's hard for you. You need to time out here. You need to let go of that anxiety and take care of yourself. Okay. Now the world can be you even planning a weekend away with a friend, a family member, just a time out for you, Anne Marie. Okay. I'm seeing that. Yeah, I know you're traveling back and forth for other reasons, and you have to, and that's important in your life, and I know why. But I'm seeing something where you need to do something for yourself. Okay, whether it's go to the beach, whether it's rent on the beach, whether it's take a weekend and go to Florida if you can afford it, or the time off. It doesn't have to be a week or 2 or 3 weeks at a vacation 5-star resort, just to get away and just de-stress. Okay, that's what they're showing me that you might be considering. And maybe you and Mary Kath might like to just have a weekend away somewhere, the two of you, or a couple of days that you're going to be off, that if you've got the time to do that, you need this. Okay, they're showing me you need this. Okay, so there could be a new opportunity, totally different from what you've applied for with your job. You're battle weary, you're tired, and you need to just take a time out and rest up. Okay. I know the other topic, I'm not seeing that coming in right now. You and I can talk about that personally, but I told you what my download message was from Spirit to whisper in that person's ear. And I sat here and I thought, do I do this? And they said, yes, tell her to tell that person this. Okay. You know what that was. Okay. Well, I hope that helps, but we have another one here and I don't want to forget her. This is our last, Vicky Licious. Thank you so much, Vicky. Started texting to a new person, Jamie. Could you see how this is going to go from now to the near future, as he wants to meet up after the new year? Oh, that sounds promising, doesn't it? Okay. All righty. And then we're going to do Damara. Give me a heads up if you're still here, sweetheart, because Damara, you're a member and you're all lit up in green. I will definitely be giving you a few messages, okay? And then you'll be our last. And it's been amazing. We're down to 9 people now out of about 17 or 18. So we're winding down because we're going to 2 hours here. I don't know about you, Anne, but whenever we get together, the time just flies.
It does. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Right.
And we're always busy, it's great.
Right.
Okay. Vicky, you're over in England too, aren't you?
Wow, this is lovely. So I've pulled cards from both decks, Vicky. The first card that has come out is the Lover's card, which is
Wow.
lovely because this is not just about decisions and choices. It's about new relationships. You showing up as the Queen of Wands, that's the Queen of Wands who is very confident. She's full of self-belief. She says, yes, I can. And the Hermit, you stepping up and shining your light. So that's all looking absolutely lovely. The Six of Teacups is about the past. So remembering the past with love, but it's also about you doing what you've always wanted to do. Expect the situation to get better. And at either end of your cards, the Two of Teacups is lovely. This is about new relationships. This is about new love coming in. It's also about conversations and discussions, so that when you are starting these new conversations, make sure you clearly understand one another. So it's about speaking and it's about listening. And it's especially about clear understanding of one another. And I pulled from the Time to Shine deck, one of action, exciting new opportunity. What are you waiting for? So this is absolutely lovely. Very much two lovely cards about lovely new relationships. This one has been absolutely clear in your communication. Here you are in your confidence. This is the card of doing what you've always wanted to do. And this is the situation looking up and you climbing that ladder of success. So I hope that goes really well for you, Vicky. Thank you.
Beautiful. Well, Vicky, I decided to pull 5 tarot cards and a romance card, and you got new love. Okay. So along with the new love, you got the Ace of Cups. So definitely, I think this is going to be a new love for you in the new year. And continue the contact. If Jamie continues to send you little messages, by all means answer them. I think that it's a busy time right now, and this is why this person can't get to you right now. They're busy. They're busy working and they're budgeting their money. And I think this person, you're welcome, Anne Marie. Thank you so much. They're busy budgeting their money right now, getting through Christmas. And this person wants to be able to be relaxed and take you out and enjoy your company and not be, preoccupied with now. I think this can be a budding new relationship that can be beautiful. You are the Queen of Swords and this person is the Emperor. Okay. This person is logical and organized. And I think you're going to find them that, they're going to be, I don't see them as a controlling individual in a relationship, but they're very sure of themselves. And I think that in itself will be appealing to you. You'll know where you stand with this person. The Queen of Swords is you. You're not going to take any guff. You're not going to be railroaded. And you have the ability, they're telling me, to do good character analysis from the lessons you've learned from the experiences of your past. Okay. So you're definitely going to, not allow something to come into your life that you don't have a good feeling about. And I think this person is going to be someone who you can trust. Okay. You've made a judgment call. You've got the Judgment card. And that's usually the card that says you're going in a new direction. And this will be a second chance for you. I think you're going to be happy. Okay. Those are the cards I got. Beautiful. Wow. I like it. Okay. Damara, because you're a member. See everybody how she's lit up in green, and Anne Marie's lit up in green, and Tammy would be if she's here. That's because she's gone in and she's clicked that little button and she's become a member on my channel. So, Damara, we're going to pull a few cards, just, 3 cards, past, present, future, on you now. And thank you so much. Vicky Licious, no, I'm not going to. Was hurt really bad in the past, and I'm taking it as, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You're the Queen of Swords. That's who I see you as. And you want somebody who's stable, someone who's in control, someone who's, they're not a fly-by-nighter, and they're also not scatterbrained. They're not a hit and miss type of energy. They know where they stand and they're stable. Okay. And that's what I see with the Emperor, as that person. So let's see what we've got here for our beautiful Damara. All right. Well, Damara, Two of Wands, that's duality. You could be thinking about hooking up with a new person, or you could be planning a trip to meet somebody. I do think that this is a card of duality. It's not the card that says you're going to be doing something all by yourself. You're going to be working with another person on something. You're deciding to leave a situation that isn't working out for you. We know with the Six of Swords, that's leaving troubled waters and going to calmer shores. If things have, in a situation around you is not working out, and that can be your job, your career, your business, a friendship or relationship, whatever the case is, it's, you'll know what it is. You're going to find that this new next leg of your journey is going to be much easier for you, much better. And yes, there's always challenges, right, in life, but they're not going to be as bad as what you've had to experience in the past. You felt as though you've been burdened down, pushing yourself, working hard for a goal. And now you're going to think of yourself tomorrow. You're going to start making changes, whether it's changes to your time schedule, setting up better time management, or whether you're going to start taking time for you and doing things that on a soul level that please you. You're always out there doing and doing and doing for everybody else. That's the beautiful person that you are. And I get it, but you're going to realize that you need to do something for yourself as well. Okay. So I think that you've had, this is the end of hard times. 10 of Wands says, you know what, you've completed what you had to do. You pushed yourself really hard, but now you're going to say, I got it done. But now the new year's coming and I'm going to think about this again. I'm going to make sure that I'm conscientious about how much work I have on my plate and how much I'm going to do on a daily basis. And I'm going to think about myself for a change. Okay. And that in itself is going to give you this new, better direction you're going in. Okay. But I see you working with someone else here that you care for. This is, like I say, the Two of Wands says, you're watching out, you're looking, for your ship to come in, and you are going to be doing that with somebody. Okay. Wow, that was interesting, wasn't it, Damara?
Tamara, how fantastic is this? One of the cards I've got for you is the Two of Wands. So I'll come along to that. The first card, King of Pencils, shows up. Now, the kings are authority figures in the deck. And the King of Pencils is someone who is really logical, really clear thinking, really not that emotional, just very focused, very much an expert in fine paperwork. So that might be financial paperwork, it might be legal paperwork, it might be a job contract, something like that. The King of Pencils here is someone who's an absolute expert in that, and he's here stepping up to give you help, advice, and also motivation. So listen to what they have to say. Somebody who's extremely well educated in complex paperwork that perhaps we wouldn't generally know. Now, once you've done that, the 10 of Teacups shows up. This is the happy ever after card, emotional fulfillment, happy family life, happy home life. It's just absolutely beautiful, the happy ever after card. And then the Two of Wands shows up that Brenda was talking about. So moving forward, definitely alongside somebody else, both of you working together, two heads being better than one. So a little bit of teamwork, working alongside somebody else to get you moving forward, the situation improving, getting better all the time. And the last card, I thought I've got to pull one more, and I'm so pleased I did. Three of Teacups, reason to celebrate. This is getting together with loved ones. This is reason to celebrate. It's social invitations. Here they are on the card, look, eating cake and drinking tea. What a lovely combination. So celebrations, happiness and joy. So in a nutshell for you, something complex, some fine paperwork to get sorted out, just to get finalized, and some advice on, and then happy ever after, moving forward, and off you go up that ladder of success.
Beautiful.
Celebrations at the end of it. So absolutely lovely.
leaving troubled waters and going to calmer shores.
Yeah,
Things are going to improve tomorrow. So that's amazing.
absolutely lovely for you.
Wow, that is amazing. Well,
Thank
everybody,
you.
this has been amazing. And I want to thank everybody. And we send you love and blessings over this, over this time. I'm not sure whether I'll be going out live again before Christmas, but you never know. I haven't got anything scheduled right now because I've just been busy with doing videos and life in general and all kinds of appointments with Andre. And by the way, Andre's feeling better. His back is improving greatly. The injection doctor finally hit the sweet spot, which hurt like what he said. And the doctor said, well, I hit the right spot then. And he has been better. And we're hoping and praying that his improvement will continue so that he can give up his walker and be able to be more independent, but safety first. So, yeah, we've just been really busy and, with Christmas coming and entertaining people and all of that goes with it. Are you ready, Anne? You prepared?
I am, as far as I can be. The only thing I have to get is the last food, which obviously I can't get too early. That'll be coming next weekend.
Are you hosting? Are you hosting it?
I am, yes, hosting Christmas. So lots of visitors coming.
Yeah.
Both daughters coming at different times and then together. And my lovely mum.
And your new
wait
baby.
to see her.
Oh, and your new baby.
New Year. She's coming here for New Year. She's 93 and fantastic. And can beat us all at Scrabble.
Oh my gosh.
Easily. She's amazing. So yeah.
That is amazing. Does she live at a distance from you?
Not too far, just half an hour up the road.
Oh, that's okay.
She's still independent and we have the best time. If ever you wanted anybody to come to your house to have the best time.
Are you going to
Sorry?
That's who, yeah. Well, are you going to see the new baby too?
Yes, she's coming. Yes, she's coming for New Year as well. So it's going to be lovely. We're going to have a 92-year age gap between people sitting around the table. So it's going to be. Can't wait. It's going to be lovely.
Amazing.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Oh, guys, thank you so much, Anne, for coming in, and
thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I love it.
When we shut down, I'll be able to talk with you again for a few minutes before we go, because I know it's getting late for you and you must be ready to get your jammies on and your next cup of tea to go to bed. So everybody, I want to thank you so much for coming in our room. We're down to 7 people now, but people will watch this on the replay too. And I truly wish you guys love and many blessings. And please go check out Anne. I've left her channel there for all of you to check her out. Most people have, and and subscribe to her because you'll love her videos. And keep in mind, if you really want a good couple of decks of cards, her cards are simple to read. They're soft. She passes them through a love filter with her angels, and they're a beautiful deck. And I need to use some more, Anne. I need to. I really do.
I've used them all night, so there they are.
Yeah. So
they've served me well tonight, haven't they?
With my new format and my longer videos, I may just do that. So that will be awesome, right? And it'll be interesting, especially if he starts watching you and he says, those two have the same cards.
Yes. Fantastic.
Yeah. I wonder how that happened. Well, okay, guys. Play safe, be safe, and stay safe. And remember to count your blessings every day, because when we look at the way our world is, we truly are blessed with what we do have, because there's so many people who have so much less. And it's our time now to send out that energy to the universe and out there to all those people at this time of year, and be a little kinder, be a little more tolerant, be a little more patient with everybody that you meet along the way, because everybody is fighting their own personal battle these days. So holiday blessings to you too, Damara. And thank you everybody who's come into our room. So on that note,
thank you.
We send you love.
Yeah. Love to everyone. See you soon. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. Ciao.